Hi everyone, I've been playing a lot of my FC Pocket recently. This is the one that plays the NES games, the old school games, and there's only one thing missing from it. It has a built-in speaker, but there's no headphone jack. Now it does have TV out using this cable here, so I thought no problem, I'll just buy an adapter like this, plug it in, and then connect my headphones. And while it does work to give audio out, it also turns off the screen because it thinks it's doing TV out. So while it does work to get audio on my headphones, it's kind of a bummer because you can't see the screen anymore. So that's no good, but that doesn't mean we're going to give up. If we open this up, let me turn it off. Okay, so if we open this up, we can see the speaker here. Now there's actually space to fit this adapter inside. So what I'm thinking is that we fit it maybe here, and I'll hot glue that in place, and then we'll just solder wires from this connector here onto the speaker. So that's my first plan to start with. Let's see if it actually works. Now another thing we have to consider is if I just make a hole here for the headphone to go through, you've got, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 millimeters of plastic there, which means the headphones won't actually plug in all the way. Now I'm not sure if these are the headphones I'm going to use, I might swap them out for different headphones because this is a 4-pole plug, so I don't know if it's going to work. But imagine if you push this through, it's going to be a little bit short, probably like by 1 bar even. So what I might have to do is actually cut away a whole chunk of plastic here. But first I'm just going to try and make a hole, put the headphones through and see what happens. Now before I glue anything in place, I'm going to solder some extra wires on the back of the speaker and then see where we need to connect them here so we can test out the idea before we actually put anything permanently in place. So after testing with a few different headphones, I found the best combination is to have the ground going to the middle pin and then the positive going to the end pin, and that seems to work best. Right now if I turn it up, you'll hear it from the speakers. And now if I connect this ground wire and this positive, it's now coming out of the headphones as well. But of course you can't tell because it's coming out of the speaker and the headphones at the same time. So that's why I'm going to have to add a switch so that I can turn the speaker on and off. Now ideally I'd want a smaller switch, but I'm just working with what I've got here. I don't want to buy extra stuff just to do this. So it may seem a bit complicated, but by the time it's finished you're going to see that it's actually really easy. Okay, so right now the speaker's off, but if I flick this switch, it comes on. But regardless of whether this switch is on or off, these headphones are always on, provided they're plugged in of course. So now I've got exactly what I wanted. I can turn the speaker on and off and I can listen via headphones. So now I have to find a way of mounting the switch inside and I have to glue everything in place. Hopefully it will stand up okay. So I made a slight change to the design. When I plug in my headphones it's very loud even on the lowest volume setting. So I decided instead of adding a switch to turn the speaker on and off, I'll just add a resistor, which let me try and show you. You can see the resistor here, which just makes the speaker quieter. So when I want the speaker, I just put it on the full top volume, and when I want the headphones, I just turn it down. And that's a much simpler option than cutting out another space for a switch. So now I've just got to put the whole thing back together. So here it is finished. It's not the prettiest of modifications, but it looks okay from a distance, you don't really notice it. You can see I did use a red marker pen here just to try and make the white blend in a bit. With some wear and tear, I really don't think you're going to notice it. Yes, like if you inspect it up close, it looks really, really bad. But from a distance of like a meter, you don't really notice it. So let's actually try it out. So right now you can hear the speaker is on. Let me just turn that down for a second. And now I'm going to plug in some headphones at the top here, and what you'll notice is if I turn this just a little bit, you can hear it coming out of the headphones. Let me put the headphones up to the microphone so that you can hear them easier. So it's coming out of the headphones and you can hear it, but you cannot hear anything out the speaker because the speaker is not audible until you turn it up much louder, thanks to the little resistor that I added on there. Now of course that does mean my speaker doesn't go as loud now, but I never ran it at its top volume anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I can now use the speaker and I can use headphones when I'm out and about. Now most of the time when I'm using this, it's outside of the home, which means I'm in a taxi or a coffee shop or something like that. So most of the time I will actually be using headphones and not the speaker, so I don't mind sacrificing some volume on the speaker to be able to get headphones. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.